Hey y'all, welcome back to the Bria Lewis show. I'm her, she, baby, it's me. Don't y'all love Meg? What's up, guys? I ain't never say it, so I'm gonna say it. Subscribe, like, comment, all of the above. Y'all, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to talk about for my next episode, and then I had a friend of mine send me a text message and say, honey, can you please do a video on how to find your passion, because I don't know what I'm doing here. So that's exactly what we're going to be talking about today. I'm dropping some inspirational quotes off to you guys, and then I'm going to ship you on up out of here so you can watch or do whatever it is that you need to do or tend to do or whatever it is. Okay, so let's get right into it. So how do you find your passion? Okay, I just came up with a couple of little steps based off of how I came across some of mine. All right, so the first thing that I put is acknowledge what you are good at and acknowledge what you are not good at. Acknowledge what you suck at and what you're great at. So I oftentimes see like people in workplaces, they're trying to work on things that it's just not natural. It doesn't come naturally to them. And I'm like, you're trying to perfect that when you could just be perfecting what it is that you are good at. And the job that I work at right now, what they do is if they see that you're struggling in that area, they place you in an area where you're going to do a little bit better. So I feel like more companies should do that. And more importantly, I feel like we should make sure that we're writing down or at least taking account for just the things that where we thrive, like our strengths, like like what are you good at? Just think about it, like wholeheartedly, like what are you good at? And whatever you suck at, don't do that no more. Don't put your energy into what you suck at. Just acknowledge, I do not do very well in this area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have someone else in the area that's better than me, and I'm going to do what I'm good at. Yeah. So determine your values. That's going to be the next one. Everybody's are different. You can't go off of someone else's. Okay. You're a you. Okay. And they are them. So think about what it is that you value. What do you stand for? What do you care about? Those are the questions to ask yourself to get closer to your passion. You with me? All right. Explore yourself and activities. Yes, here it is again. Spend time alone. Spend time alone. I wish I knew how to edit so I can just put it right there. Spend time alone. Yeah, all by yourself. Yeah, because things come to you when you have that you time. Like, y'all, the clarity, okay, the confirmations. If you spend time with yourself, you know what I'm talking about. We just gonna move along, okay? Try all of the activities, because while you may be going down a list of what it is that you don't like, you want to come across something that you do. Not saying it could be your passion, but you just never know. You never know until you try it. Okay. Ask yourself questions about your emotions as you do these activities, as you're exploring yourself. How do I feel about this? Do I not like this aspect of this role? Ask yourself those questions, because your emotions usually are tied into what you're passionate about. Like, I enjoy talking because I feel like I'm helping other people. Okay. I feel like I'm helping someone else. I feel like I am releasing good things that may have been bottled up in my mind or in my heart. I get to share that. So it makes me feel good to get on camera and talk. It makes me feel good to get on here and be goofy with y'all, right? Because it's Bria, okay? Everything that you feel is going to be literally for you. You know what I mean? Some people that get on YouTube and they talk too, but they're not passionate about talking on YouTube. They're not passionate about being themselves. Some people are still not themselves, even on camera. So it's a feeling. It's emotion that's tied into passion. And that's why passionate is something that you will feel when you come across your passion. All right? So yeah, I said, like, what do you care about? Like, sometimes I used to do community service and I didn't care for some sessions, but I found others very intriguing. Like, it didn't stimulate me, or I wasn't passionate about going to the food bank, right? But I enjoy helping people, so I would do that sometimes. I would go to deaf communities and assist with their needs, and that would stimulate me. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes you can do community service and come across something that you're passionate about. I'm going to remember later, you know, getting lump sums of money. The deaf community needs help, and I'm passionate about that because who is the voice for them, right? I'm spitting and stuff, but who is the voice for them, right? So you come across it based off of these activities that you do, or, you know, that friend that you've been declining that's been trying to get you to come to church or come to this event or come to this black market, or just to get you involved into something new. Take that opportunity because you're going to gain from it for sure. Even if it's what you don't want to do. If you get a list of all of the things that you don't want to do, at least that gets you closer to what it is that you are trying to do. So yeah, there are a lot of problems in the world, so find one to fix. And you could even discover your passion through that. Like I just mentioned, the deaf community. What else did I go through in college? There was a lot of racial injustice out there. There were a lot of people that just weren't speaking up for themselves or for what they believed in. There was a mold issue on the campus, and I brought it to their attention. There are so many problems and errors within the United States. I say pick one and stick to it because we need you, baby. So I feel like sometimes when you're working on solving a problem, you feel attached to that, and you have a sense of being, a sense of grounding through your service to this issue. I hope that makes sense. But get involved in your community, get involved in some type of community service. Your help is needed somewhere, and your passion just may be tied to that. So, and you notice too, sometimes when people transform their trauma in their own lives, they may have gone through sexual assault or domestic abuse or, you know, things like that. And they realize later, like, I want to start a foundation doing this, helping other people. So sometimes the things that are going on in your own life can inspire you to find or discover another passion. And it might create a stream of income. So, you know, think about that. Let's see. What else did I put on here? Think back. Oh, I like this one. Think back to whenever you were a child. What were you good at then? If you feel like I've done research, this really didn't suit me. I had worked this job, it sounded good, but I don't know, it just really wasn't for me at the end of the day. Like, I thought I was gonna like it, but I didn't. Like, if you didn't been through all of those, like, think back to 3-year-old filling your name. 3-year-old filling your name, and ask yourself, what was I good at then? Was it drawing elephants? Was it running? Like, mine was talking. I used to get wrote up in class. Y'all remember them little colored sticks? If you was on green, you was going home with green for the day up in your folder. And if you had red or yellow, your ass was grass when you walked through the house if your parents was black or Nigerian. Okay? So think about what you were good at. Even it might have caused, you know, like issues like mine, like when you were younger, but think about, like, I enjoyed talking. Like, I know y'all felt like I was disrupting y'all class, but I was saying some good shit. Or I was helping another student out. So sometimes you got to think back to those moments where, like, or those nicknames that you had. What were people calling you? My nickname was Motor Mouth, Mouth. You know, that's just, I talk too much. Okay, so let me transform this into something positive and let me be passionate about that. What's up, Bria Lewis? So we here. So yeah, that's how you do it. And you know, just even helping other people, you know, helping other people with their own battles, or assisting people with things that you have done in the past that you have experience at. Like, even you can become, you know, just passionate about that, or just learn more about yourself within that. So we're all passionate about something. I say, if you feel like I haven't discovered one thing that I'm passionate about, go help some people. Okay. Go assist some people where they need the assistance. Okay? Because when I tell you it's some people in this world that need some help, it's some people in this world that need some help and they waiting on you. So, and not only that, some people won't even be able to access their blessings if you don't do your part. So get into that. Yeah, so now we're going to transfer over to the next segment of my show. All right, I'm going to share some quotes. Now, as you guys know, I'm a talker, but what's been helping me listen has been to soak in the words of people that are around me. Every time I feel inspired, or every time I'm sparked, or my mind is stimulated by something somebody said, I type it in my notes and I put dash their name. Okay, so make sure you watch all the way to the end because the last one is by yours truly. All right. So the first one says, there is no such thing as a generational curse. It is a generational pattern. Most people want to change their identity for something, but they'll want it badly. So this quote is by April Mason. I was watching a Red Table Talk by Jada Pinkett Smith and family, and she was a guest on there. I really like this episode because sometimes we just carry on these like titles, or I guess labels more so. I hear a lot of Black people talk about generational curses, but curses can rarely be reversed, and that's just not what we're dealing with oftentimes. Like, eating habits are patterns that were passed down and you just happen to follow them. That's not a curse. And so being more gentle with our words and understanding that there is always an alternative word to use that still makes sense for that. Yeah, necessary. And what she says here at the second part of her sentence, she says most people want change. They won't change their identity for something that they want, but they'll want it badly. Like, you know, like people saying, I want to be a millionaire. Okay, but what are you going to change in order to get there? And what if that means that the identity that you have right now has to stay behind of the person that moves ahead to access that? So it's I would say a harsh reality for some people, especially if you have attachment issues. I'm not talking to myself right now. Next quote. Okay. This one says, if you try it and you can't do it, ask yourself what is stopping you. Now, this one is by Alex Kaufman. I hope I said her last name correctly. So this is like my virtual yoga teacher. So as I shared with you guys recently, I went to the Dominican Republic for a yoga retreat, my birthday month in July. And this is something that she was saying as she was teaching us how to do the splits. And I'm so far from the ground, child, it's embarrassing. I probably won't even show y'all until I actually get to the flow type of thing. But she said, if you try it and you can't do it, ask yourself what's stopping you. What ways do you need to maneuver? And while she was talking about the splits, it made me really think about life. I applied it to life because why can't I get this done? If I want to scale my business up and I'm saying I can't, what is stopping me? If I want to just simply become a better person and I'm saying, oh, but I can't, I'm stuck in my crud, then what is stopping me? Whatever is stopping you right now, what is really stopping you? Because it's usually that it's us that's in the way. We just need to find an alternative, find another way to maneuver around it. And then boom, we are there. It takes time. And I don't know why we're not as patient with ourselves, but we need to find some, honey. Okay? So that's sparking me. Let me go on to the next one for y'all. Get me hot up in here. All right. You're only as... Whew. Okay. You're only as transformed as you are vulnerable. This one is by Jotina Book. This is my yogi instructor here in Houston. And she always has great guidance pointers that shift you every session. She does free yoga in Houston. I'm going to put everybody's info, all of these quotes that these people about, well, most of them. I'm going to put a couple of them, okay? I ain't going to put all of them. But I'm going to put the quote and I'm going to put dash their name and I'm going to put their social media account in my description for this video. Miss Jotina book is very powerful, okay? Not just for meditative or yogi practices. This woman be dropping gems. She gonna take you to therapy before she take you to yoga in her class, okay? This is free yoga in Fifth Ward area here in Houston, every Wednesday, 6:30 to about 9 p.m. And this is something that stuck with me. You're only as transformed as you are vulnerable. I would say for me, I struggle with being vulnerable because vulnerable tied into weakness. So when you detach it from that and you begin to heal, you realize if transformation comes with you healing, then why not be vulnerable? Why view that as a weakness if in result, you're coming out as a better person? I had to take a deep breath because I didn't want to get emotional on that one, but this lady, Miss Ma'am, she gonna get you right on her class. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, if y'all live in Houston, y'all have to come out, okay? But you're only as transformed as you are vulnerable. All the things that people try to bring out of you, they try to bring it to your attention and you're dismissive of it. It means you're not ready to heal, and that's okay. But just understand that when you are prepared to be vulnerable about it and face it, that's when you get through it. That's when you grow through it. Even when it's challenging. Okay. I was not preaching on it. But yeah, it's essential. It's like I have a fixer problem. I want everybody to just be healed. You know, when you get your own healing, you be like, girl, if you don't go to take your ass to counseling, but you can't you can't force that onto everybody. Everybody is ready at their own time. Everybody's journey looks different. People attract different people along the way so they can get the lessons that they need. You just have to be understanding and clap for their journey too. Hell, it's not yours, but clap for them too, because there was a moment where you were going through it too. So yeah. This one says, experience contributes more to wisdom than age. This one is by Mary J. Blige on the most recent interview that she did with Angela Martinez, which is her friend. I like this one. I ain't gonna lie, I like this one here because I was working in a job. I was basically had gotten promoted to a management position, and while people in my family seemed to be fairly happy for me, there was a remark that was made on, like what they were questioning, like, okay, well, like, what do you do? And I was like, well, I kind of give life advice to inmates. And they were like, life advice? Girl, please. Like, girl, bye. Like, how old are you? Well, I'm 25. This is really my job. This is really what I do. And I love that she said that, because you can be in your 50s or 60s and still ignorant as hell, right? If you are disobedient. Like, just because you got older does not mean you were guaranteed to be smarter, wiser, any of that. Like, I done met some wise 20-something-year-olds, and I am one of them. So I'm going to stand my ground, okay? I'm going to stand my ground. I have some wisdom points, and I know how to remain a student now. I try my best not to come off as a know-it-all. I don't want to be perceived as such. I'm learning every day still, but there are some disobedient ass 40-something, 50-something, 60-something, 70-something-year-olds that have dismissed all of the lessons in their life and just decided they was gonna do the exact opposite. Okay, so just because you are older does not make you wiser, and just because you are younger does not mean that you don't have any type of wisdom points. Okay, let's set that right there. All right. So don't let nobody take you off your pedestal. You got wisdom points. You know what you're talking about. You know what you're talking about. Okay? You know what you're talking about. A lot of 40 through the 70-year-olds of today, they didn't have the space or opportunity or the courage even to talk about some of the things that our generation has brought to the light today. So don't try to discredit us because y'all didn't have the balls, okay? Because we are in the building, okay? And we are doing the work and we will win, okay? Now I got a little off topic there, I'm sorry. Experience contributes more to wisdom than your age does. I'm so glad you said that, Mary J. Blige. Auntie Mary, you was talking your shit. All right. The next quote here says, validate yourself, build an opinion of yourself. This is by Jay Shetty. Okay, so I want people to do this in a very general, I want people to make this a general observation. Don't think about today. If you didn't do well today, if you didn't do well even all of last week, you just really, it just wasn't good for you. That's okay. Overall, who are you? Who are you? Do you uplift? Do you encourage? Do you help others? Generalize, like generally the person that you are, what is the value? What is the opinion of he or she for that? What is your opinion of yourself? Okay. And then who do you want to be? How close are you on that scale? If you always stealing, but you want to always be honest, those two don't correlate, right? So you got some fucking work to do. Okay. You understand? But I feel like the biggest, if I don't stop stuttering, God damn it, can't edit nothing that's stuttering. Get it together. Okay. Okay. It is important to validate yourself. That way you do not seek validation from other people. Okay? I think my eyeshadow look good today. All right? I like my makeup. If I walk outside and 3 people tell me that they don't, that ain't none of my damn business. Guess what? Because I've already generated a general opinion that is healthy for me. So everything that you got to say, guess what? Come a little closer. Come here. It don't matter. All right? Because I like me. How I is. Validate yourself. That's why society has a crazy effect on a lot of people, because you didn't even have an opinion of yourself before you started thinking about what other people would think about you. I don't know if I'm posting this picture because this other girl purse, I don't know, hers was like positioned a certain way, and so I'm trying to get it that. Girl, if you don't post the picture, you look good. Okay? Have an opinion of yourself. Don't think about what anybody else is thinking about you. Ask yourself, do I like this? Oh, okay. Because if I like it, then it is what it be like. All right. Now, all right. This video is coming to a close. I just want to share the last 2 quotes here that has sparked me. And the first one says, strangers will fuck with you, so speak your truth. So when it says strangers will fuck with you, it means like they will support you. Strangers will support you, so speak your truth. That's the translation for it. And this quote is by KG Legacy. If y'all have not checked her out, I'm definitely going to put her information in the bio, because my God, sis do book reviews, photography. I'll give y'all her Instagram too, but she is absolutely amazing. One of my favorite creatives. And it's just a reminder that sometimes the people around you won't be the most supportive, but if you continue to be true to yourself, people will come out of the woodworks and support your stuff, and you will literally have a fan base of people that you don't know that love you and what you do and what you are about. And so pop your shit, okay? And the last one says, have confidence when displaying your passion. So if you have not found it, that is okay. Give yourself some grace, honey. And when you do, come all the way with it. And that quote is by me. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to this episode. I had fun per usual. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, all of that. Y'all know I'm interactive. And if y'all have any videos that y'all would like to see from me, please let me know, because this is me trying to figure out anyways. All right. I love y'all. See y'all next video. Mwah. Bye.